Live streaming is on.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome and thank you for joining us for SEGI Virtual Open Day webinar. My name is Yan Yi, and I'm the host for today's webinar. Today, the topic that we will be discussing is psychology, a degree that is more than a degree. So we have invited a very special guest today to discuss this topic with us. So let's welcome Mr. Kenny Ng, our program leader of psychology course. Hi, Kenny.
Hello, hi.
Hi, thank you for being here today. So let us begin with our first question lah. So now, actually, there are quite a lot of TV series is talking about mental illness and psychology. For example, I also watch a drama called "It's Okay to Not Be Okay." There's a story about a man employed in a psychiatric hospital. His job is to write down the patient condition and to deal with the unexpected situation like the patient fight or they run away. So the whole drama is talking about the mental health and psychology. So Kenny, as a lecturer, what do you think about this? Is what psychology about?
To a certain extent, yes. So I'm really glad that psychology in currents it become a trend and then people start to get to know what is psychology. But I guess there's still a lot of misunderstanding and misconception about psychology. So I would say actually a little bit yes and no. Okay. So if you look at psychology itself, it's actually a study about mind and also behavior. So basically relating to human being and how the mind works or our cognitive processes work, why certain people behave in certain way. So psychology is a study into human being about thinking, behavior, and also emotions per se. Yeah.
So as you mentioned about the mind and behavior, so is that what students will be learning in our psychology program?
Yeah, of course. So in the program itself, you will be learning and explore or introduce to different types of theories. So you have like personality theories, and also you're going to learn about cognitive processes, how we actually process, how do we actually store memories, so and etc. We also talk about a little bit on mental disorder, which is some of the disorder that you saw in the movie itself.
So there's one more question I would like to know. If I'm a student, I would like to know where should I go for my internship and what am I expected to do in my internship?
All right. So for internship, you actually can apply to any industry or subfield that you would like to venture into. So in the program itself, you will be giving a different subfield, such as the introductions to child psychologists, criminal psychologists, and also cyber psychologists. So these are the subjects that you will be learned before you actually get into internship. So when you are entering your internship semester, you will be allowed to actually search which field that you would like to explore and venture into, and it becomes your future career. So basically, when you ask me where can you actually go for internship, I would say any place where you work with human or interact with humans. Yeah.
Okay, so you also mentioned about the internship. So the student can directly continue into their career. Is that working experience enough or is necessary for them to continue study in master?
Okay, good questions. They actually allowed to continue, after the internship, they can actually continue that particular positions or with the organization if, let's say, the organization willing to take them as a full-time employee. All right. We design our programs to make to park our internship as the last semester, so they are able to have such an opportunity to actually continue working after their study. When you talk about like working experience, is this enough or necessary to actually further study? I would say it depends on which industry that you are ventured into, or I would say subfield. All right. So if you're talking about like licensed counselor or what we call mental health counselor or clinical psychologists, or even we talk about forensic psychologists, these are some of the specialized psychologists. So I would say in that case, you will need to actually further study into your master. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that is quite interesting. So I believe later you will explain about the career opportunity lah. So before we talk about the career part, I just curious, Kenny, after you completed your psychology
Mhm.
course, does this program change you in person?
Um, More or less, I would say. So, which is why I'm kind of agree with what the topics were saying. A degree which